The Cerro Torre mountain climbing tragedy of 2022 is a harrowing tale of survival and loss. The climbers, consisting of Corrado Pesce, Paolo Aguilo, Matteo Della Bordella, Luca Bacci, and Fabio De Zaiacomo, had set out to climb the famous Cerro Torre peak in Patagonia, Argentina. The two Italian mountaineers, together with a third member of their climbing party named Matteo De Zaiacomo, had scaled Cerro Torre on the same day as Corrado Pesce and Tomas Aguilo had done it. But something terrible awaited them up ahead. Today, we'll look into the horrible Cerro Torre mountain climbing tragedy in 2022. Imagine attempting to climb the side of a massive mountain as your body hurts from tiredness and you battle icy winds and dangerous terrain. Imagine that everything changes in a split second. This happened to a party of climbers who were attempting to scale Cerro Torre Mountain in 2022. It started at 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday, January 25th this year. Della Bordella, De Zaiacomo, and David Bacci climbed the east face of Cerro Torre, following the route opened by Cesar Maestre and Tony Egger in 1959 to get to the triangular snowfield at the summit. After that, they proceeded forward 5 more pitches until they reached a small man-made hut called the English Box. The container has suffered virtually full destruction, and all that is left of it are a few crumpled sheets of metal. It does not provide any protection for climbers anymore. The following day, January 28th, Della Bordella and his 2 traveling companions made their way to the north face of Cerro Torre. They finally ran across Pesce and Aguilo there. They concluded that the best way to reach the tower's summit would be to work together, as both groups were climbing a new path at the time, and there were only 300 meters left to go. Pesce and Aguilo made it to the peak at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. After waiting another half an hour, the 3 Italians eventually caught up with them. Both parties exchanged well wishes with one another upon reaching the summit. After a few moments, they went in different directions. Pesce and Aguilo decided to go down the north face of the mountain. The climbers Della Bordella, Bacci, and De Zaiacomo favored spending the night on top of the mountain and beginning their descent the following day along the so-called compressor route on the southeast ridge. The gang, led by Della Bordella, was completely unaware of what had taken place. They started their descent of the compressor route on the morning of January 28th using rappelling equipment. They were completely spent and had used up all their remaining power by the time they reached the glacier at the foot of Cerro Torre at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There, they made the shocking discovery that something terrible had taken place. They learned of the mishap that Pesce and Aguilo had gotten into from another party of climbers who were also on the glacier. The Italian trio's drone was able to zero in on Aguilo, but was unsuccessful in its search for Pesce. By 6 o'clock in the evening, they initiated the rescue mission for Aguilo, with Della Bordella serving as the operations leader. In roughly 3 hours, Roger Shelley, Thomas Huber, and Robert Troe climbed up 7 pitches of the Italian route with 2 other climbers to reach a triangular snowfield. To get to Aguilo, the group had to travel about 60 meters. It was already midnight when they arrived. They successfully secured Aguilo, and then Huber and Troe started lowering the injured climber down the mountain. Both Della Bordella and Shelley remained back, despite just 1 rope available. They attempted to call Pesce, but she did not pick up, and they could not hear or see anything else around them. They had been informed by Aguilo that Pesce was around 300 meters higher. Until 3 in the morning, Shelley and Della Bordella waited on the triangular snowfield. At that point, the temperature was so low that Della Bordella could not feel the ground beneath his feet, and he began to feel dizzy. They were forced to descend in order to ensure their own safety. What do you think of the video? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories. See you next time.